There was once a young, wild and passionate man who stole away on a ship that was seeking new lands and new civilizations. Well, after many years at sea, the ship did discover a new land, and it did discover a new civilization. And this young individual set out to befriend the locals, to learn their customs, and to become fluent in their language. Well, after that, he went into the marketplace and he started to preach with passion. He encouraged the people to take responsibility for the very essence of their lives, to not fear freedom, but to embrace it in all its frailty, and to cultivate a care, concern, and commitment to the shadow lying at the very heart of reality itself. He also warned them not to hide their jealousy in moral causes, not to hide their envy in righteous indignation, and not to hide their resentments in spiritual platitudes. He also encouraged them to listen to the very tremor of truth in their being. He encouraged them to remain vigilant in these dark days. And he told them of the hope that one day we might live. Well, at first he was incredibly popular, and people would travel from all around to listen to this passionate preacher. But eventually people got bored, and over the years it became evident that nobody cared anymore. Nobody listened to this man's words. And yet he would preach as passionately as an old man as he did in his youth. A young woman became intrigued by this, not by his message, but by the fact that he was so committed to telling it when there was no one to listen. She asked him about it, and he said that when he was young, he thought his audience was out there in the world to be found. He thought his message was for other people, but that when he became older, he realised that his audience had already been there, had always been there, that he was to be the recipient of his message, that his vocation was to challenge himself to truly live, that he had been born to challenge himself to be born again.